You making coffee? Broadcast that. So sorry. The media's here. We're waiting for the 7th District Councilman. I guess we could start. We got four. All right. Thank you for everyone. The legislative day number 2 will now come to order. I'd like to pause for a moment of silent meditation. Keep all of those in our thoughts and prayers in the LA fires. It was just unbelievable destruction out there, and hopefully they'll get through this in time. But if we can just have a quick moment of...
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Mr. Chair. Could I also ask to keep the family of Larry Carton, who was a leader in the old Green Spring Old Court community, passed away suddenly a few days ago. He was a longtime community leader, so keep Larry Carton's family in mind.
Absolutely. Thank you, Councilman Patoka. Okay, thank you. Councilman Young, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, sir. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the journal for the meeting of January 6th?
So moved. Seconded.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Journal is approved. Enrollment of bills. There are no bills for enrollment this evening. Mr. Secretary, will you read all bills for introduction, please?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. The only bill for introduction this evening is Bill 3-25, Baltimore County Basic Services Mapping Standards Transportation.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We will now consider planning board appointment confirmations. Mr. Secretary, first item.
First is the county executives, the council's nomination to the county council's nomination of the planning board, specifically District 4 Councilman Jones of Mr. Edward Brady to serve on the Baltimore County Planning Board.
Is Mr. Brady here tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Brady, did you want to come up? We missed you at the work session, and we'd love for you to come up and say a few words if you can. Welcome to the chamber.
I thank you for this opportunity. I'm honored that Councilman Jones nominated me to be on the planning board. I am a 50-year resident of Baltimore County. I started paying property taxes 40 years ago after I bought my first house. I'm a businessman. I own a Burger King in Baltimore, so I've had 50 years of business experience. I've also worked for Baltimore County for a little while as a zone enforcement officer, and I was a real estate agent. I live in Reisterstown, married, have 5 kids, and I look forward to being able to join the board and be able to help the board plan Baltimore County's future.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Did you have a number when you were on the when you were a code enforcement officer? Were you number 47 or something? They often identify themselves by their number. Do you remember what that was?
I had a badge. I can't remember the number. I was there doing Rupertsburger's administration, so.
Wow.
Yep.
Any questions for Mr. Brady while he's up? Do we want to move to confirmation why Mr. Brady's up here? Or?
Yeah, first, thank you, Mr. Brady. I appreciate you stepping up and your willingness to serve the county. And I've known you for quite a few years, and I'm sure you're going to do well. And on that note, I'll move his nomination.
I'll second it. Mr. Secretary, can you call the roll, please? Unless there's any other questions.
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
Mr. Young.
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch.
Aye.
All right, the ayes have it. Congratulations, Mr. Brady, and thank you for stepping up to be on the planning board. It's an important group that does a lot of good work, and next to the council, you see a lot of what we see, and we appreciate people that are willing to put that time commitment in.
Thank you all very much. I look forward to serving, and I hope that at the end of my term, everybody will be satisfied with my service.
Sure we will.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, next appointment, Mr. Secretary?
The next appointment is nominated by Councilman Young, and this is the nomination of Mr. Christopher Brody Tennant, also to be on the Baltimore County Planning Board as the District 1 representative.
Okay, Mr. Tennant, do you want to come up briefly? And I know you testified at the work session, so unless you have, you can come up, but unless you have new things to tell us, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, we spoke last time, so thanks again for having me. Just wanted to say I do love Baltimore County and looking forward to hopefully getting to work to make a difference. I understand the importance of the planning board and hopefully get to make an impact to improve this community.
Councilman Young, did you?
Sure, and thank you, Ms. Tennant, for being willing to serve. Our conversations have been fruitful as well as informed about what the Southwest needs, but also looking at what the needs of the entire county are. Also, and I don't want to cut off Councilman Marks if he wanted to also point out that this is going to be one of the first appointments under the new rules, having planning board members go through the confirmation, which we hope was a breeze. I think you did a very good job through the entire process and look forward to supporting you and voting for you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Marks, did you have something as well? No?
Thank you.
Did I cut you off?
No, you're right.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the appointment?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll?
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
All right, the appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Mr. Tennant.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being on board. Thank you, sir. Mr. Secretary, next appointment.
Next, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is the nomination by Councilman Catch of Mr. Mark T. Duval to be the Councilmanic District 3 Planning Board member.
Councilman Ketch, you weren't here last week for, did you want to say anything about, I think the secretary had read something on your behalf, but did you want to say a few comments?
Just a few words.
Is Mr. Duval here tonight? Yeah, there you are, sorry. Come up for.
I appreciate Mr. Duvall's willingness to take on this job as a member of the planning. He's going to take the place of Wayne McGinnis, who's been on the board for about 25 years. So, he has Wayne's shoes to fill. What makes District 3 unique is that we have agricultural land and suburban parts of the district. And I've had a long conversation with Mr. Duvall, and I know that he understands the district, knows the district, and will do a good job representing the 3rd district and indeed the entire county. And again, want to thank him very much for his willingness to take on this position.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Duvall, did you have anything
No,
you wanted to add from last week?
those are definitely big shoes to fill, 25 years. And no, I don't have anything to add in addition to what I said last week.
Any questions for Mr. Duvall while we? None? Do I have a motion to approve?
I move the nomination.
I'll second it.
All right. Mr. Secretary, can you call the roll?
Certainly, Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka.
Aye.
Okay. The appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Mr. Duvall.
Thank you.
We appreciate you serving. Okay. Secretary, well, we will now move on to the final reading and vote of bills. Mr. Secretary, first item, please. Sorry.
First bill, Mr. Chairman and members of the council, is Bill 105-24, sponsored by Councilman Patoka, zoning regulations, special regulations for a cemetery in the density residential or DR2 zone.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, for reading the bill. As I stated in the work session, we have a growing Jewish population moving into Baltimore County, and we are running out of burial space. And so this will allow for, in this specific location, where there's a proposed Jewish cemetery to accommodate a growing community. And I hope my colleagues will support this.
Mr.
Okay.
Chairman,
Yes, Councilman Catch.
yeah, I'm sorry I missed the work session on this legislation. Can you give me the status of green burial on this property? Would that be allowed?
No, this is not a green burial site, Councilman Cassidy.
All I want to hear. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Are there any other questions for Councilman Patoka or on the bill? None? Okay. Mr. Secretary, do I have a motion to approve Bill 105-20?
Motion?
So moved. Second.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on Bill 105-24?
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks, Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, the bill passes. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next is Bill 106-24, sponsored by council members Marks and Patoka, zoning regulations, uses permitted in the business, local, or BL zone, special regulations for CCC, or commercial community core districts.
Councilman Marks.
Thank you. There is an amendment. Do you want to take that up now, or?
Certainly. The amendment, I believe, being offered by Councilman Marks to the bill would remove the geographic restriction that is in the bill as drafted, which would allow it to apply countywide.
Thank you. Well, this corrects kind of a very strange provision in the county law, which does not allow developers to build apartments on the first floor of a structure within the BL CCC district. I've always been puzzled why this is in the county code. So by allowing this and making it countywide, it gives us greater flexibility for providing those housing options for any structure within Baltimore County, on any story of the building.
So would it be apartments on the first level or above?
Anywhere,
Okay.
any story of the building.
And currently, that's not allowed. What's the current?
My understanding is currently you cannot have apartments on the first floor of the building.
Okay.
Right.
And Councilman, that's been my experience too, where retail needs to be on the first floor of an apartment building in the CCC overlay.
Yes.
Does this apply to senior housing only, or 55 and above housing only? Or for any apartment complex?
It's any apartment complex, any combination of units. Am I correct there, Tom? Mr. Boswick?
In the BLCCC.
In the BLCCC.
And it would be a combination of elderly housing and regular apartments.
So the combination of senior housing and unrestricted housing, is that a requirement that there be senior housing in the CCC district?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes. Councilman Katz, 1 second.
Sure.
David.
Mr. Boswick, can you also talk about the definition of elderly as it applies to disabled residents?
Yes. So the bill, the current law allows elderly housing on the first floor, but only elderly housing. And this bill, of course, would allow a combination of regular apartments and elderly housing facilities on any story if located in the BLCCC. And the elderly housing component under the definition, and I think this is a federal definition of elderly housing, includes persons regardless of their age who have a physical or developmental disability. So it would also allow for disabled persons to have an apartment on the first floor.
Okay. Councilman Katz, did you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, thank you very much. I can remember when Councilman Marks represented Towson. There's a condominium building near the courthouse, which they were having problems with the fact that the retail part of the building, they couldn't get people to rent the retail units, and the condominium owners were struggling with high condominium fees. Would this bill in any way help them? Would it allow these retail units to be converted, let's say, to apartments? Would it help them at all?
I can answer that. The Towson is within the BMDT zone. So
Okay.
this is the BLCCC zone.
We'll see.
So this would not pertain to Towson unless the zoning was changed.
Okay. So it will not help them. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and BMDT almost allows anything, honestly. I don't.
Yeah, but am I correct, Mr. Boswick? It's specific to the BLCCC district.
That is correct. And the DT district does have its own set of rules.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
I do,
yes.
Mr. Chair.
Councilman Crandall.
Councilman Marks, I have, I guess, sort of a non-traditional request. Would you be open to suspending this amendment to expand the bill to apply countywide, just for further consideration? We can always go back. I plan to vote for the bill, but I'd like to kind of look at the consequences or ramifications a little bit more closely in my district, we can always come back and amend the bill with this particular amendment. Would you be open to that suggestion, sir?
It's the first I've heard of it, but
I'm saying non-traditional, but
yeah, I'm happy to. It's not a timely bill, so. So I need to, there's already a motion on the floor for the amendment. No, there's no motion. There's no motion. So I need to make a motion delaying the bill for one legislative session, correct?
Either that, or if you choose not to move forward with the amendment, the bill could be voted on as it is. If not, you can request that the bill be extended
I'll request the bill be extended for one legislative session.
to discuss the amendments with your colleagues.
That's fine.
well, I appreciate that, Councilman. Still, we can move forward with the bill and review the amendment later, but
We'll hold it over. That's fine.
I'll second it.
So that's my motion. We hold over for one legislative session.
Okay, it'll be up for another work session next week on January 28th and a legislative session on February 3rd.
That's fine.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Councilman Catch.
Councilman Jones, didn't we do the same thing for Owings Mills Town Center?
Maybe some time ago.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we did, yeah.
There is a motion and a second to extend the bill.
Okay, so we need to vote on that. Do you want to call the roll?
Yes, sir. Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
aye. And thank you, Councilman Marks, for the courtesy.
Sure. Okay. Thank you all. The council will now consider all fiscal matters. Extensive testimony was taken at the council's work session last week on January 14th, 2025. Witnesses who testified at the work session are available to restate their testimony only if needed. I will now call upon the secretary to read the cover letter for fiscal items 1 through 6.
Yes, sir. Fiscal matter 1 is a lease with St. John Properties Incorporated. Fiscal matter 2 is an amendment to a contract with United Rentals North America Incorporated. Fiscal matter 3 is a contract with ProCare Ambulance of Maryland Incorporated. Fiscal matter 4 is amendments to 2 contracts for chemical analysis, water, soil, and fish tissue samples. Fiscal matter 5 is a series of 6 contracts for on-call civil engineering services. And fiscal matter 6 is a contract with Iron Mountain Information Management.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments from the members on any of the fiscal items? None? Okay. Hearing none, is there a motion to approve fiscal matters 1 through 6?
I'll move it.
Second,
Second. Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on fiscal matters 1 through 6.
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks.
Aye.
We will, I guess fiscal matters passed. We will now consider the remainder of the miscellaneous business. Mr. Secretary, first item, please.
Mr. Chair, can I jump in?
Yes, sir.
Real quick, and I'm sorry about that, but we did not have a fiscal matter with the fire department here this evening, but I just wanted to pass along my thanks and the council's thanks to the Baltimore County Fire Department that responded to what I think was a 3-alarm fire at Al Metals in Dundalk. To my knowledge, Madam CAO, you might be able to correct me, significant property damage, but I do not believe that there was any loss of life or injury among citizens or our firefighters, which is a blessing. So I understand that the situation is ongoing, but the work and the responsiveness of our fire department is certainly to be acknowledged. So, thank you, Mr. Chair.
It's a rough couple days in Dundalk. Fire, water leaks.
We're pretty tough. Don't worry about it. We'll go through it. We're a tough bunch.
I know you are. I guess we'll go back to miscellaneous business, Mr. Chair, or Mr. Secretary. I'm
Yes,
Mr. Chair.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whenever a contract over $25,000 is awarded by a process other than formal competitive bid, it is required that a copy of the contract be given to the county council and the nature and parties to the contract be announced by the secretary at the next legislative session following award of the contract. There are 5 such agreements this evening to be announced. The first is a purchase order with Baltimore Gas and Electric Company for the purchase and installation of electric equipment at 116 Woodwind Road, Building 486, as part of the Woodwind Sewage Pumping Station Replacement Project. BGE is the sole electrical utility provider for the county. The award total is $60,405. Next is a supplier contract with Columbia Rubber Corporation for the purchase of industrial conveyor belts and parts for the single stream operation at the Central Acceptance Facility. They are utilized through this company due to their superior construction compared to others. 5-year estimated award total of $326,000. Next is a supplier contract with Edward G. Rall and Sons Incorporated. This is for the purchase of low-cost prepackaged fresh produce for community events and for community health initiatives. 5-year estimated award total $36,000. Next is another supplier contract with POSM POSM Software LLC for software for CCTV and POSM GIS server. The county utilizes this software and server in planning, maintenance, and repair of sewer assessment management. The software requires an up-to-date license to utilize, upgrade, and receive support from the company. The 5-year estimated award total is $86,250. And finally, a supplier contract with Vapex Environmental Technologies, LLC, for the purchase of Vapex parts and supplies for Vapex odor control units. This is to provide relief to nearby residents from odors and ensure that their equipment lasts longer. The replacement is very expensive, and thus maintaining the units already installed is cost effective for the county. 5-year estimated award total of $300,000. Thank you. Yes, next is Resolution 50-24, sponsored by Council Members Jones, Crandell, Marks, and Ertel, supporting the Maryland Railway Safety Act by the Maryland General Assembly.
Councilman Jones?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. During the work session, I explained to everyone how dangerous it is for all the materials that ride up and down our roadways, especially our railways, and that this bill is designed to make our railways much safer in terms of transporting hazardous materials through Maryland and our communities by making it, by insisting on certain changes to the industry, like limiting the length of freight and work trains, requiring staffing levels for certain trains, requiring certification of safety railway detector systems, requiring reporting systems for certain hazardous materials to the Emergency Management Agency, and so forth. The bill is designed to make railways safer for the communities that the railways go through, as well as the first responders who will have to respond to such emergencies. Any questions?
Yes.
Not a question, but thank you, Councilman Jones, for your leadership on this. As everyone knows, I represent the area where Trade Point Atlantic and the Port of Baltimore are both growing entities, and we will see more rail traffic through neighborhoods due to the commerce moving through the area. So I think that your resolution supporting the act is important to Baltimore County, but to the 7th District in particular. And the gentleman from the Railroad Safety, I'm embarrassed, but I forgot your name. David Pendleton. Mr. Pendleton, thank you for your very, very timely response to my question, my work session question. It was very thorough and helped my understanding out quite a bit. So thank you, sir.
Any more questions?
Any other questions?
I'll move the resolution.
I'll second it. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on resolution 51?
Mr. Ertel? Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Councilman Katz?
He may be muted. Mr. Catch?
He's,
That's the universal
that
word
would
for
be
aye.
affirmative. Yeah.
I'll accept that answer. Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Right.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye. Okay, Resolution 5024 passes. Congratulations. Thank you for being here again, Mr. Pendleton. Good seeing you again. Absolutely. Next there's a resolution to read into the record. Is that correct?
The next resolution for the council's consideration is Resolution 1-25. This is to accept a conditional gift, Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company, through the Regional Auto Theft Task Force.
We need Colonel McGann to
Yes.
read this into the record again? Or not again, but you had testified at the work session, so I. Colonel, whenever you're ready.
Sure. Good evening, Council Chair, and to the rest of the councilmen. Baltimore County Police Department received a donation from Nationwide Mutual Insurance of a 2022 Acura TLX with a value of $28,600. The vehicle is in good condition. Nationwide makes vehicles available as a donation to law enforcement to combat auto theft in the Baltimore region. This vehicle is being donated to our Regional Auto Theft Task Force for the purpose of combating auto theft and must not be equipped with emergency equipment as a condition of this donation. More specifically, this vehicle will be used in street and investigative operations involving vehicle theft. The vehicle will not be used for general law enforcement purposes and will not become a general purpose patrol vehicle. All costs to maintain and repair this vehicle will be paid by the Maryland Vehicle Theft Prevention Grant. There will be no cost to Baltimore County for these vehicles, and the vehicle has been checked to ensure Nationwide has the title. The title will be passed to us and will become property of Baltimore County in accordance with the donation agreement for 2 years with the possibility of an extension by mutual agreement, at which time Nationwide has agreed to donate a replacement vehicle. This donation has been offered by Nationwide without any special conditions or expectations in exchange for the donation, and there are no matching funds required for this donation.
Okay, great. Any questions? Colonel McGann?
Colonel, was that a 2016?
2022.
2022.
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve Resolution 125?
I'll move it.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 1-25. Our
Mr.
first
Ertel?
resolution of the year.
Yes. Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Okay, resolution passes. Thank you,
Thank you,
Colonel.
gentlemen.
Good seeing you tonight.
You too.
Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Resolution 2-25. This is a resolution by the Department of Planning requesting approval of a small area plan process.
Okay, it's Ms. Manti here tonight?
Yes, yes.
Where is she? I didn't see her. Oh, there you are. Did you, do we need the same? Does she need to read this into the record, or?
I believe so for the
Manti,
legislative
could you-
session.
You're ready. Thank you.
Good evening, Council Chair, members of the council. The Department of Planning is beginning the small area plan process as outlined in Master Plan 2030, which called for us to develop and implement a systematic approach to creating small area community plans countywide as a follow-up to that master plan. In addition, 12 areas were identified on a map in Master Plan 2030 for these plans. In order to ensure transparency in the process, a resolution is needed in order to clearly state the intent of this effort and how plans will be developed with communities in Baltimore County. Master Plan 2030 directed the Department of Planning to begin with Small Area Plan 11, which includes Middle River, Essex, White Marsh, Rossville, and Bowley's Quarters. Additionally, last year, the County Council also approved a contract to provide staff support for developing this first plan with the firm of Air St. Gross. We are currently in the preliminary planning phase for Small Area Plan 11. The remaining small area plans, 1 through 10 and 12, will begin after the completion of Plan 11, one at a time and as staff capacity allows. The Planning Board will review each of the plans upon completion and recommend adoption to the County Council as amendments to Master Plan 2030. Have any questions?
Is there a motion to approve Resolution 225?
So moved.
Second?
Second? Okay, Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on Resolution 225? Sorry.
Mr.
Mr.
Hertel?
Secretary, please call the roll.
Yes, Mr. Hertel? Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch? Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr.
He said
Jones?
aye, he said it.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Okay, Resolution 225 is passed. Thank you, Ms. Mante. Appreciate you being here tonight. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, Resolution 3-25 was withdrawn prior to the meeting. That brings us to Resolution 4-25, sponsored by all council members. This is a resolution to encourage the Maryland General Assembly to reject beer and wine sales in grocery stores.
And I think this was originally Councilman Marks. Did you want to say anything about it?
Sure. Just very briefly, I thank my colleagues for their support. Resolution 425 encourages the Maryland General Assembly to retain Maryland's current laws of the sale of beer and wine and reject any legislation that will allow alcohol sales in grocery stores. This resolution is strongly supported by many small businesses and family-owned businesses throughout our districts. They point to what has happened in states like Colorado, where the voters approved allowing for alcohol sales in the larger retailers. It had a very deleterious impact on the small and family-owned businesses. We don't want to see that happen in Maryland. So I thank my colleagues for their support.
Councilman Jones, did you have something else?
No, I think Councilman Mark said it best. Appreciate it. Protecting small businesses.
And I remember one of the people that testified said that Dollar General has become the biggest seller of alcohol in the country. So we don't necessarily want that in Maryland. All right. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on Resolution 4-25?
Mr. Hertel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Okay, Resolution 425 passes. We have another Resolution 525, is that?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Resolution 525 is sponsored by Council Members Marks and Jones. This is a resolution that would encourage the Maryland General Assembly to support passage of legislation to amend the reserve fund mandates for Maryland condominium associations.
Councilman Marks?
Thank you very much. In 2022, Maryland was among a wave of states that changed the requirements for condominium associations, requiring them to beef up their reserve requirements designed to handle needed repairs in those buildings. A very well-intentioned piece of legislation, but one that unfortunately has had negative impacts on many homeowners who are now facing very high fees that they have to pay to meet those reserve requirements. I think it's very important that the County Council comes out in support of efforts to improve that legislation. I will note that since we've considered this resolution, legislation has been introduced in Annapolis that would extend the years for meeting the requirements from 3 to 5, which I think is a good step forward. I want to thank our partners in Annapolis for working to modify these further. And I think it's important that we come out on the side of homeowners in supporting this legislation. There is an amendment that would have this also apply to HOAs as well as condominiums, and that's the amendment we'll be considering.
Any questions for Councilman Marks or additions to those Councilman did?
I guess thinking in these times that it's very important that we do everything in our power to make sure that we don't price people out of being able to afford their condo. So I support the resolution.
The amendment is exactly as Mr. Marks indicated. It adds homeowners associations.
Any other questions? Is there a motion? There's not. Councilman Young, did you have anything? No? Yes.
Microphone.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I'll move the amendment.
I'll second.
I'm not used to having to be the one who broadcasts, so. Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Mr. Secretary, can you call the roll, please? On the, this is on the amendment.
Yes, on the amendment. Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Okay, the amendment passes. Are there any questions or comments from the members on the bill as amended? Councilman Marks.
Just one more thing. I think the House of Delegates is considering the legislation in early February. So I would just ask the staff if they could please transmit this to the members of our delegation as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Yes, we will. Thank you.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve Resolution 525 as amended?
So moved.
The bill is amended. Yep. Second.
And second from Councilman Young. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 525 as amended.
Mr. Ertel?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Young?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Okay, Resolution 525 as amended is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
I believe the next items are the appointments, Mr. Chairman, the remainder of the appointments for the Redistricting Commission.
Okay, so I'll take it from there, I guess. We will now consider the Baltimore County Councilmanic Redistricting Commission appointment confirmations. At last week's work session, we heard testimony from each of the nominees with information on their background and desire to serve on the Redistricting Commission. I won't ask each nominee to come back to the witness table and restate their testimony unless a council member has a specific question for a nominee. Are there any questions for the nominees before we move their nominations forward? None? Okay. Hearing none, Mr. Secretary, can you first nominee?
Yes. Mr. Chairman and members of the council, the first nominee to the Baltimore County Councilmanic Redistricting Commission is nominated by Councilman Patoka, Ms. Lisa Belcastro.
Mr. Chairman, I just say something about Lisa?
Yes, sir.
Just briefly, Ms. Belcastro was not able to make it this evening because she is in a meeting in Washington, but she is looking forward, pending confirmation, to be part of this commission, and I think she'll do a great job.
Okay, great. Any other comments? Is there a motion to approve the appointment?
Motion?
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on Ms. Belcastro's appointment? Not our Ms. Belcastro.
Mr. Ertel,
Yeah, aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young.
Aye.
Okay, appointment is confirmed. Congratulations to Ms. Belcastro in Washington, D.C. Tonight. Next appointment is
Next is also the Redistricting Commission, and this is the nomination by Councilman Catch of Mr. Eric Rockel to serve on that commission.
Councilman Ketch. Did you want to say any words?
I just want to thank Mr. Rocket for agreeing to serve on the redistricting committee. He was on the original committee that made a recommendation in regard to the number of council members. And so I appreciate his efforts and look forward to the recommendation.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman Ketch. Is there a motion to approve the appointment?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay. Councilman Jones, second. Mr. Secretary, can you please call the roll on the appointment of Mr. Rockel?
Mr. Ertel,
There he is. Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
Okay, appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Mr. Rockel. We appreciate you staying on through the Structure Committee and now on the Redistricting Commission. Thank you. Next appointment, Mr. Secretary.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is the council's consideration of the nomination by Councilman Marks of Mr. John E. Dolina to serve on the Redistricting Commission.
Mr. Delino's here.
Yes, he is.
You don't have to say anything tonight, but if you wanted to, you could come up. It's up to you. We heard from your work session, right? Yes. Councilman Marks.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to nominate Mr. Dolina to the Redistricting Commission. For 31 years, Mr. Dolina was a special educator, and for the past 28 years, he's been Regional Liaison Officer for Central Maryland for the Maryland Emergency Management Agency. He's also served as President of the Baltimore County Volunteer Firefighters Association. So thank you very much for your service.
Mr. Dolina, do you have family here tonight with you? This, I assume, your wife? Ms. Dolina, thank you for letting your husband serve on this. Never seen. Well, it's nice of you to be here with him tonight. We appreciate him stepping up. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll move it.
Second.
Councilman Ketch, Mr. Secretary, can you call the roll on Mr. Dolina's appointment?
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
Okay, appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Mr. Dolina. Appreciate your service. Okay, next up, Mr. Secretary, is
Next is the chairman's nomination, Councilman Ertel, of Mr. Al Harris, also on the Redistricting Commission.
yes. I'll just say a quick few words. I don't know if Mr. Harris is online with us tonight, but if he is, Good having you here, Al, online. I know you were here for the work session. Al Harris had served on our restructure committee, or our structure committee, and he very much wanted to continue on the process of seeing this through to the end, as we have a few others that were on the structure committee as well. And I'm glad that he had stepped up to serve. He's from the east side of my district and has been a great community leader over there, and he's a Vietnam veteran as well. And I'm just happy he's able to step up to serve again. So unless others have questions, I'll motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, great. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the appointment of Mr. Harris.
Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka.
Aye.
Okay, great. Next up, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Kramer.
Yes, next is the nomination by Councilman Crandall of Mr. Edward Kramer to be the member of the Redistricting Commission.
And Mr. Kramer is with us here this evening.
See that.
Mr. Chair, good to see you, Ed. I just want to thank you once again for your willingness to step up. You have 30 years of experience in your community association and served on various subcommittees in that association. And whenever something like this opportunity comes up, or when you were on the other commission, the question was never, well, what's the time commitment and what do I have to do? The answer is, sure, I'll do it. So I just appreciate that attitude. And I know that in just talking with people about you, that you approach things with a sense of fairness and trying to understand all sides of what people are talking about, which I think is appropriate for the Redistricting Commission. So thanks once again, Ed. Appreciate you. I'll make the motion.
I'll second it. Mr. Secretary, can you call the roll on the appointment of Mr. Kramer?
Mr. Kramer. Yes, Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Young.
Aye.
Congratulations, Mr. Kramer. I almost called you Mr. Ed.
Mr. Chairman, he's from Essex. He's been called worse. I wouldn't worry about it.
I caught myself before I said Mr. Ed. Next appointment, Mr. Secretary.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. The next appointment is the nomination by Councilman Young of his appointee, Ms. Rotunda Tate Duffy, to the Councilmanic Redistricting Commission. And I believe Ms. Tate Duffy is online.
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe Ms. Duffy's online, if I could.
I am
Yes.
online. Good evening, council.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for your willingness to serve. I know in our conversations leading up to now, and my experience with you in the community, I think you're going to be a value added to the committee and the commission. I look forward to working with you all as you deliberate, engage with the neighborhood, and determine what the best option is moving forward for 2026. I think you're in the right position, and your work up until this point with the neighborhood and the entire side of Southwest Baltimore County has been commendable, and look forward to what you bring to the commission once it gets started. With that, I'd like to move the recommendation.
Second.
Councilman,
I was going to second it.
oh, second, okay. Mr. Secretary, can you call the roll on Ms. Tate Duffy?
Certainly. Mr. Ertel,
Aye.
Mr. Young,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
Okay, appointment is confirmed on Ms. Tate Duffy. Ms. Tate Duffy, thank you for your willingness to serve, and we look forward to having you on the redistricting commission.
Thank you again.
All right. Councilman Jones, you had a...
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. My nominee has withdrawn her name for consideration, and she sent a letter. I do have another person that I will be nominating next week. While I am honored to be nominated by you for the short role of serving on the Baltimore County Redistricting Commission, in view of what it is an extensive need during the coming years for the work I perform as an elected member of the Baltimore County Democratic State Central Committee, I do not believe I can step down from the Central Committee at this time. I'm happy to know that there are many members of the public who have encouraged me over the past week to complete my current 8th term in elected office on the Central Committee. Wishing the County Council all the best for a fair, inclusive, and transparent redistricting process. Sincerely, Linda Dorsey Walker, elected member of the Legislative 11th District of the Baltimore County Democratic State Central Committee.
Okay, thank you, Councilman Jones. Next up, Mr. Secretary, it looks like we have a group of resolutions that are for introduction only tonight.
Yes, sir. We have three. The first is Resolution 6-25, the administration seeking approval of applications, sale of development rights, easements, agricultural land preservation foundation for introduction only this evening. Next is Resolution 7-25, sponsored by Councilman Crandall. This is seeks a council approval to amend the boundary of the Essex Revitalization District for introduction only this evening. And finally, Resolution 8-25, sponsored by Councilman Marks, seeking council approval to amend Goal 3, Action 12 of the Livable Built Environment Section Vision Framework of the Master Plan 2030, also for introduction only this evening. Yes.
Mr. Secretary, is there any further business to come before the council?
There is no further business, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Sorry, I'm, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting is adjourned. I'll keep my mic on. As is customary, anyone who has registered to speak online prior to the meeting is allowed 3 minutes to speak. Ms. Belcastro, do we have any speakers this evening? I think we have one, correct?
That's correct, Mr. Chair. We have one speaker this evening, Sharonda Hoffman.
That's Ms. Sharonda Hoffman. Welcome, Ms. Hoffman, sorry. It's good seeing you.
Hello, Council Chair Artel. This is the first time I've ever been able to say that publicly. My name is Sharonda Huffman. I live in Essex, and the reason why I asked to speak today was I'm very happy that you have moved forward with the redistricting commission. I just want to urge that I did give some written testimony, but I just want to make sure that when we have this redistricting commission that they do have independence, and I'm a little concerned about influence by the current council. So I'm just hoping that our new commission is able to learn exactly what all the issues are with the Voting Rights Act, as well as understanding the needs of the different districts. But I think it's most important that when you review the redistricting, that we kind of start from scratch. Unfortunately, we still have a map that became law in December. And there is still an opportunity for someone to say, hey, let's retract that and let's all start from the scratch. Because what may happen is, because they are appointed by their council person, they may feel obligated to make sure they had a decent district that they may be able to win in. I know a lot of people are going to be running for other offices or may stay, but I think we just need to take that in consideration. I am hoping that some of the requests that I've made, that individuals have training is made, and we're not just making decisions off of how we feel, but also based upon the law. I also want to state there is possibly a possibility that there can be a third non-minority district. A third district that is majority minority, but I do want to take in consideration the current district that Councilman Jones represents is not diluted, because it's very important that we do have almost a third of this county is African American, and I think they should be representative on this committee. And I can tell there is a lot of issues right now with this council on how they review things, and it's not through always an equity lens, even though equity isn't a word, but we still have a lot of people here who are not the majority. We have a lot of non-white males in our county, and there needs to be representation. And I think there will be more representation if we have a commission that is able to do their job, and we also have a council that will review the information and not take in consideration their personal gains, but take in consideration this whole county. So thank you very much, and thank you for giving me the ability to speak.
Thank you, Ms. Hoffman. Any questions for Ms. Hoffman? Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming out on this cold night. All right. With any other speakers, Ms. Belcastro? That's it? Just Ms. Hoffman? Okay, so we can formally adjourn. Thank you. All right. Thanks, everyone. Be careful going home.